Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. It is Thursday, and frankly, this gets the most comments. This is the Three Amigos Thursday. How you doing, Dion? How are you?
Howdy, Mike. I'm doing good. I'm looking forward to round one because you were pretty animated before we hit record today.
Yeah, this one got this one kind of irked me pretty good. So we're just gonna do it now, so I get it out of the way, and I'm better going forward. So I appreciate that. And Matt, how are you?
I'm doing awesome. I'm really excited to be part of what is now trending as the ugliest threesome on the internet.
The ugliest. I can't believe you just said that. And it's so accurate, but
yeah, I'm going to say, go ahead, shoot holes in that theory.
No, I'm just going to let it go by. Just let it race down the road. So
I can't. I have to make it worse. There's three guys in one cup. We'll see how this goes.
Perfect.
Oh my goodness, we're gonna let that one go too. So I don't know if a lot of people realize this, but all three of us, we actually look at our comments, right? We still do it. We care. We reply. And sometimes I get quotes or comments that are both inaccurate and mean, and that kind of pisses me off. So I'm going to read one start to finish. We are all three of us are lumped into this. So this goes at each of you just as it does me. Here we go. These type of YouTubers love to pump up the market because they don't want to see their property values go down. The house market will go down. Do not listen to these greedy people. I'm going to go last because I need to take a breath. So we'll go to Dion first. He's usually kinder.
That's the safe bet. Then the parents can get the kids out of the room and you two can go.
Exactly.
So first, I think it's great that somebody thinks that we influence the market well enough to pump up the markets by what we're putting on the internet. So thank you for that. You know, obviously we have his respect or their respect. Second, I would love for property values to go down. We're not making the content because we want it to go up. Two things: we could buy things on sale, and second, my property taxes would go down.
Exactly.
And historically, even when property prices go down, rents continue to go up.
Yes.
And as a buy and hold investor, that all works in my favor.
Yeah.
But I do love comments on YouTube when there's like an evolution to money. A child understands that you exchange money for goods and services. As you grow up, you realize you need to work for the money so that you can exchange for those goods and services. And then later you realize that you can put the money to work to get more money for those goods and services. It's kind of like an evolution to it. There's an evolution in the comments too. Somebody who has done no research, has absolutely no concept of the market or how investing works, will make inflammatory statements because you can't defend it, because you would have to explain all of the concepts of how money and real estate work to be able to get anything across to that person. I love a comment when they say, you said something and I disagree, and here's why. And now we can have a conversation because at least they have an opinion, not just you're wrong and you're taking advantage of people because you're trying to put information out there for free to help people reach financial freedom. Somehow that makes us greedy. That was as nice as I can be.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go. That was the PG version. Let's see where the next one goes. All right, Lumberjack, you had a chance to think about this.
I would say he's our number one fan.
Yep. I like that.
That's what I would say. I think that, it just shows that you're not going to buy anything. You're a poser. Like, even if you are interested in real estate and even if you are watching the channel, you're a poser. You're not going to do anything. You never have done anything. You're waiting for the market to crash. You're watching all these crash videos and you're watching all these channels with 100,000 subs that don't have any idea what they're talking about because they're all talking about real estate, but aren't actually invested in real estate. And I remember when I bought my house in 2007, I mean, clearly you have a track record of an amazing investor.
Yeah, exactly. So I sold everything 2 years ago because housing's going to crash.
Exactly.
How'd that work out?
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, being on YouTube, we always leave ourselves susceptible to people that, have more than their fair share of stupid soup. And that's just kind of the way that it goes. So, I think that, I love, like Dion said, I love it when people say, can you tell me more about this? Or I disagree about this. Help me better understand, because that's somebody that's in search of knowledge and wants to actually learn and understand. And I don't know everything about everything this just in, but I know a lot about what I do and how I've made millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing too, is there's a reason why we enjoy our time together, all three of us, and even with the other experts and watch other experts. It's because we're all in the same boat. We're all doing the same thing. We're all in our own local markets. We all like hearing the experiences and the stories, right? That we all live kind of on a daily basis. That's what makes this fun for me. And quite frankly, there aren't a lot of people that I'm around that have the same depth and breadth that you guys do. And so we can have those conversations, and iron sharpens iron and makes them better. And I think that that's the biggest service that we can give to an audience is these are people that have hundreds of units between them. They've had 3 different approaches. They've done, markedly different things, but they all got to the same level of success. And it wasn't just because they were buying in an up market. I've been buying for 20 years. I've bought in every market, ups, downs, sideways, slantways, every way there is. And I think that there's a huge opportunity for people to understand that great real estate investors aren't ones that are only really good when the market goes up. Those guys a lot of times go boom.
Exactly. Yes.
The great investors are the ones that understand, okay, I see something coming, I see an up, I see a down, and I pivot, and I'm buying the right asset in the right area at the right time. This is the same guy who thinks he's going to wait until, rates are 10%, but the price of the house is in half. And he thinks he's still going to somehow qualify for a mortgage. Bet you don't. Like, we live through that. So
do the math.
Yeah, exactly. I think you do everybody else a huge disservice when you're reading headlines and not actually doing the work on a daily basis in a given market. I'll sit here and I'll talk to anybody about my market, and we can compare notes all they want. But I know I'm coming from a source of truth. And one of the things that I've always loved about your approach is I'm not going to talk about it unless I've done it.
Right.
Unless I've done it and I do it, I'm not going to talk about it. So I think that that's a major misstep on his part, but maybe he can go watch some more self-help videos.
Yeah. So a couple of things as I've sat on this for a day or so, God, how can I do this without just totally losing it? I do think there is a camp of YouTubers out there that dwarf us collectively by subs and volume. And they are not generally positive people. They are preaching crash or other scary things. Believe me, all 3 of us, if we thought a crash was coming, we would talk about it because we would be doing different things in our portfolio. Each of us look at our market every day. Each of us are writing offers and trying to do deals all the time. The people that I see talking crash aren't doing deals. They're not talking deals. Right. Some of them, again, one channel I know sold 2 years ago because it was going to crash. I mean, my market's up 40% since then. How'd that work out?
I was going to say, how's that 23.7% you missed out on, pal?
Yeah, in a year, let alone
in a year.
Man, and people think, just because we use numbers and actuals, we're positive. I am not pumping or running fear. I only do actuals. I do daily financial news because it's that day's news. Right. Believe me, I don't have an opinion on this or that being a big boom or a big bust. I just do the math and do the work every day. I reserve the right to change my opinion tomorrow. If Jerome Powell rolls out of bed today and goes, damn it, we've been buying too many bonds, we're going to take the overnight lending rate to 4%, I'm going to have a different opinion tomorrow. Of course. It's just, so I do the work every day. So that's just part of my frustration. Second, as I think both of you alluded to, I'm pretty big in my market. Like in some of the zip codes, I'm in the top 10%, like 10 owners in different zip codes in my market, right? I've seen the lists. Even I don't have enough to control or, pump up a single zip code, let alone a market, let alone a state, let alone the country. So, jackass. And then lastly, to Dion's Dion's point, if it was so simple, and I actually said this in my comments, if it was so simple that I could say the market was going to crash and the market would go down, hey, folks, the market's going to crash. I said it. It's done. book it. Because the busiest time for me was 2010 because I did the work and I was realizing that I was buying houses for less than land value. Where were you, idiot? Crazy. And again, no banks were lending. You had to do other things. And then lastly, to call the three of us greedy pisses me off. We give away time every day. I give away about 2 hours of my life, 7 days a week to this channel. And you son of a call me greedy? That's not called for. That is not called for. So that last line, and again, I lump you guys in with me. I've never seen you two be greedy. You're always giving, you're always helping, you're active, and you want to see others succeed.
Sure.
You two are reaching down and pulling people up every day when you don't have to. And for this jackass to call us greedy is perhaps the largest miscarriage of justice I have ever seen. So that is not okay.
I'll take the greedy. Going from somebody who was trapped as a wage slave, literally thinking I'm going to work until I die. In less than 10 years, reaching financial freedom to where work became completely optional. Everybody would have to admit that was pretty fulfilling for me, even not knowing me. That is a good scenario to be.
That kind of felt good. Yeah.
Kind of felt good, right? I'm super greedy because I like repeating that experience with every person that I can get in a Facebook group, into a YouTube comment, or to watch a video.
It's addicting.
To realize that an average person buying one rental at a time over a time period can completely change your life. So that's greedy. I like the way it makes me feel. I'll take it.
I'm not taking it. I hate that word. I hate that word.
Yeah, I'm so greedy. I do this for, Mike, I'm waiting for that end of the month engagement fee that you're going to send me. And all my Google money.
Oh yeah.
Like all my YouTube money.
Ooh.
Like, honestly, this costs me money.
Exactly.
Every single minute I spend doing this costs me money or costs me time with my family. And so that's not something I shortcut, but I know that I've helped not nearly as many as you, but I've helped some, and I want to help more.
Yes.
Just understand the things that me as a multimillionaire that understands my market and understands the things that I watch. If anybody can glean anything from that, then that's what I'm here to try and help them do. Because for me, a 9th grade dropout, I didn't have a future.
Yeah.
I had no future whatsoever.
None. Yeah. And so there's one more thing I want to hit on, and I wasn't sure I was going to go here, but I am. There are YouTube channels out there about people doing deals. But they never talk about their market. If you watch them, they might say the state they're in, but they never say the market they're in. I have been telling people I was in Fresno, California for more than 15 years.
Yeah.
I have brought hundreds of people to Fresno, California. I have competed on deals with people I have brought to Fresno. I have lost deals to people that I brought to Fresno, California, and I continue to do it. I don't care. I operate under the mindset that there's always another deal. I lost a great fourplex I lost a fourplex that's worth about $500,000 today. If I didn't talk about Fresno, I could have bought it for $100,000 in 2010. I lost it for like $10,000. I'm greedy. Right? So again, people that watch this channel, you know how many people watch this channel and are now searching the Fresno MLS? Awesome. Keep doing it. It's a great market inside California. I'm inviting competition to Fresno, California every single day. If you're going to call me greedy, you need to go look up the definition because that ain't it. So, okay, I digress. So I think I've got it out of my system. Matt, how can people follow you?
Lumberjacklandlord.com, Lumberjack Landlord on YouTube, and 11 a.m. We're going to try again this Sunday for the live stream because YouTube, lovely people that they are, hadn't verified my account even though it was verified. But 11 a.m. this coming Sunday, we are going live and we are going to have some fun. And hey, maybe that wonderful commenter shows up because I'd be happy to drop some knowledge on him.
I appreciate that. And Dion?
Easiest way to get a hold of me is to come here on YouTube to Dion Talk Financial Freedom and leave a comment because positive or negative, you'll get my attention.
Yeah, you'll get my attention, but I may not reply to the negative ones. I find out where the delete button is. All right, guys, thank you very much. I look forward to episode number 2 where I'm more calm. Appreciate it.